بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أقسام الاسم من حيث العدد. The categorization or categories of ism al-asma, so far as numbers are concerned. Now, what do we mean by numbers? What we mean is whether it's singular, dual, or plural. So in English, we have only singular and we have plural. One is singular, more than one, two and more is plural in English. In Arabic, that's not the case. Singular is one, dual is two, and plural is three and more. So two is not seen as plural in Arabic, it's seen as dual. And by the way, this grammatical rule has significant ramifications in tafsir. And I can show you examples of verses in which it makes big difference that whether it's Jama or not, but I don't really want to digress now too much in that. Perhaps we'll come across an example while we do plural. So we say in Arabic, al-mufradu wal-musanna wal-jam'u. Al-mufrad is singular, al-musanna is dual, and al-jam'u is plural. So give you the grammatical analysis. We say الاسم المفرد يكون مرفوعا بالضمة ومنصوبا بالفتحة ومجرورا بالكسرة. The singular ism. Now, I didn't translate the word ism and say noun. Why? Because nouns is only one category of al-asma. We have asma that are not nouns. Who will give me an example? Are you all following what I'm saying there? In Arabic language, parts of speech are three: al-ismu wal-fi'lu wal-harf. Whereas in English, we have 8 parts of speech. And many of these groups are considered as asma. For example, adjectives are asma. Pronouns are asma. So we have nouns, pronouns, adjectives are asma. Adverbs are asma. What else is there? So we have, let's go over the parts of speech in English again. We have verbs and adverbs, nouns and pronouns. We have adjectives, and there's 3 more. There's conjunctions, there's interjections and exclamations. Conjunctions are huruf. Exclamations can be asma. Interjections, probably huruf. Adverbs are asma. Nouns are asma and pronouns are asma. And verbs are af'al. Yeah. So when we say the singular ism, I didn't want to say singular nouns. Otherwise, that's only one category of asma. The singular ism is marfu with dhamma. What does that mean? What it means is that if we were to say هذا رجل, this is a man, we would say رجل is marfu, it's khabar in this sentence, and it's marfu وعلامة الرفع الضمة. When it's mansub, we would say رأيت رجلا, it would be mansub with fatha. And when it's majroor, نظرت إلى رجل, it's majroor with kasra. So that's singular. Very simple, very easy. Very simple, very easy. Any questions about that? No questions? It's easy. You have an ism that is singular, it's mufrad. And if it's marfu, it's with dhamma. If it's mansub, it's with fatha. If it's majroor, it's with kasra. Al-musanna, dual. Al-musanna, sorry. It's a very logical numbering, because lots of interactions between people, and I guess between us and the creator, interactions between two parties. Hence, having dual in a language, a system with dual makes sense. And in fact, that's a deficiency in the English language, that we don't have dual, that we have only singular and plural, man and man, boy and boys, book and books. Because there's lots of dual interactions that take place, and having dual makes sense. The dual ism, al-ism al-musanna, is what indicates two in number. It is formed by placing ani at the ending of the ism after removing the tanween. What do I mean by that? Let's take this ayah, khosmani. Originally, the sentence would be هذا خصم. This is a khasm, mean an adversary. خصماني, two adversaries. هذان خصمان اختصموا في ربهم. These are two adversaries that disputed concerning their Lord. We say هذان خصماني. We drop the tanween. So if I were to redo that, we would say هذا خصم. This is an adversary. But to make it dual, what do? We remove the tanween. Ha, look at that. Undo is beautiful. And then you put a fatha there, alif, and then noon with kasra. And that makes it dual. I love the delete and the undelete. That shows you step by step. So, هذان خصمان. So we just changed the word خصم to dual. خصم is singular, and خصماني is dual. It is marfu' with the alif. When it's marfu', we say the alif is the sign of the rafa. So let me do the i'rab of this. I will do i'rab of this ayah. هذان خصمان اختصموا في ربهم. ها حرف التنبيه. That's a little technical. Or you can say هذا اسم الإشارة أو هذان اسم الإشارة. مثنى مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الألف. We say the sign of raf is the alif. خصمان خبر مرفوع مثنى وعلامة الرفع الألف. That خصمان is خبر of هذان. It is مرفوع, and the sign of raf is the alif. Brother Abbas, are you there?
I'm trying to be there.
I hear you. And
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
You cannot see me.
Yeah, I do something with the screen.
But I'm not seeing me either. Are you guys seeing me? Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here now.
Yes, I can see you.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, we can see
Shukran.
you
At the beach. Yeah, let's mute the sounds because I'm hearing it reverberating. So this is هذان خصمان. هذان خصمان is a full sentence. These, the way we will translate that in English, these are two adversaries. Or these are adversaries, because it's plural. It's in English, dual is plural. Dual in Arabic is plural in English. So you really don't have to say two. But if you want to be precise so that the person understands you, it makes sense that you insert the word two. And we manually make it dual. The lesson from this, it's marfu with alif. Let's take a case when it's mansub. وقالوا لولا نزل هذا القرآن على رجل من القريتين عظيم. Actually, that is majroor. So let's switch this up a little bit. Take this and put it after. So I'll take this example. This example is for mansub. So we go marfu first, then mansub, and then majroor. So let's take this example. ومن كل شيء خلقنا زوجين لعلكم تذكرون. So what this ayah is saying here, this is an ayah from Surah Al-Dhariyat, and of everything, وَمِن كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْنِ. Let's just take this part of the sentence. The rest of the sentence are irrelevant in this example. So خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْنِ is a sentence by itself, independent of what's before and after it. So خَلَقْنَا, the way we would do i'rab of this, خَلَقْنَا فعل ماض مبني على السكون. This is the sukun on the alif here. والفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره نحن. So خلقنا is a verb. This is a verbal sentence. هذه جملة فعلية. And the فعل is خلقنا, and the فاعل is نحن. ضمير. It's a pronoun that is مستتر. It is concealed. And the تقدير is نحن. زوجين is مفعول به والمفعول به يكون منصوبا, and the مفعول به, the object of the verb, is منصوب. So this is originally, if we were to say, this is originally زوجان. But when it's منصوب, what has to happen? We remove the alif and the noon, and we put a ya and noon with kasra. Well, pretty much we change the alif to a ya. We change the alif to a ya, and it becomes zawjaini. So the lesson from this is al-muthanna, al-ismu al-muthanna يكون مرفوعا بالالف مثل خصمان, ويكون منصوبا بالياء مثل زوجين. I'll repeat that in English. That the ism that is dual becomes marfu with an alif before the noon, and it becomes mansub with a ya. If you understand that, then that's all you really need to understand for that part of the lesson so far, and then we continue. And it also becomes majrur with a ya. So the mansub and the majrur appear to be the same. Of course, the cause is different, but the end result is the same. So let's take this example. وَقَالُوا لَوْلَا نُزِّلَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنُ عَلَى رَجُلٍ مِّنَ الْقَرْيَتَيْنِ عَظِيمٍ. For you to understand this ayah, we have to do a little restructuring. We take this here. Now, of course, you can't do this with Quran. I'm only doing it for grammatical reasons. This is the original structure of the sentence. وَقَالُوا, and they said, that's the disbelievers, لَوْلَا نُزِّلَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ, why was this Quran not revealed or sent down? عَلَى رَجُلٍ عَظِيمٍ, on a great man, a mighty man, مِنَ الْقَرْيَتَيْنِ, of the two cities. The two cities that they're referring to here are Mecca and At-Ta'if. Mecca and At-Ta'if. They were seen as New York and Washington, kind of like in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They were the major cities, and they thought, hey, why wasn't one of the mighty, powerful, wealthy, influential characters in these cities made Nabi, and why was the Quran not sent down on such a person? Of course, that has to do with the meaning of the ayah. Right now, that's irrelevant for us. من القريتين, من حرف الجر. من حرف الجر. Who will do i'rab of min? If you can do i'rab of min as it is right now, I will be terribly impressed. Who will go for it? Come on, all of you shouldn't talk at once. I'll go for it. Min حرف الجر. Listen to this. مبني على السكون. there was supposed to be a sukun here. Oops. مبني على السكون. Listen to this, what we say. من حرف الجر مبني على السكون منع من ظهوره اشتغال المحل بالفتحة لتخلص من التقاء الساكنين. Let me explain that in English so that it makes sense to you. And this is good for you to know anyway. So here we have min with sukun. That's the original form of the word min, means from or of. This alif is really hamzatul wasl. It is not pronounced unless you start with it. So we're going to eradicate it and imagine it doesn't exist. But of course, you can't do that in writing. You have to write it. But so far as pronunciation is concerned, while we're reading through, it's as if it doesn't exist. So now what do we have here? We have a state of noon with sukun. After it is a lam with sukun. That's unacceptable in the Arabic language. In the middle of the sentence, unacceptable. You have to eliminate that. You have to eradicate the meeting of two sukun. So we don't say in Arabic, ala rajulin azimin minal qaryatain. Middle. We don't say that, middle. We say minal. And we put a fatha here. See that? Let me do undo and put it back in its proper form originally. Minal. So that fatha there, we call it fathatun arida. That is I don't know how to translate arida. Arida means it's not real. Yeah, it's just in passing. It's in passing. Circumstantial fatha. It's not a real fatha. It's just for the circumstances of eliminating the meeting of two sukun. So the way we do i'rab of min, we would say min is mabniyun ala sukun. That's the proper i'rab. Now this is technical stuff. Most people who do i'rab of Arabic language or Quran would ignore that. But this is the technical. This is a technical high level of analysis. So the way you will say this is من حرف جر مبني على السكون منع من ظهوره اشتغال المحل بالفتحة لتخلص من التقاء الساكنين. That noon, the noon min is حرف جر. It is founded or built on a sukun. You are prevented from seeing the sukun because the place is being occupied by a fatha to eliminate the meeting of two sukun. That's all I said there in Arabic. Okay. Al-Qaryatayni is originally Al-Qaryatani. 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 That's if min is not there. So let's grade that out temporarily. So we have min. Min grayed out. The word Al-Qaryatani means the two cities. Qaryah. Qaryatun is city. Qaryatani, two cities. Al-Qaryatani, the two cities. When you put min in front of it, min harfu jar, it makes Al-Qaryatan majroor. So it becomes Al-Qaryatayn. The way we do i'rab of this, we would say min harfu jar with all this stuff that I said before. Al-Qaryatayni majroorun bimin. It is made majroor because of harfu jar min. وعلامة الجر الياء قبل النون المكسورة. We say the sign of jar is this ya. So to repeat this now, I'll say it in Arabic and then I'll translate it inshallah. الاسم المثنى, I'll say it slowly so you can follow me. الاسم المثنى يكون مرفوعا بالالف ويكون منصوبا ومجرورا بالياء. So I'll repeat that or I'll translate that into English. The dual ism becomes marfu or is marfu with alif, and mansub and majroor with ya. That's all you have to remember for the i'rab of dual. Any questions on that? And then we go to plural. No questions? Do you understand it? Yeah, actually that's pretty good. The thumbs up is better than unmuting. And Arabi, do we get a thumbs up or do we get one of these? Thumbs up. It's simple, man. It's very, very easy. The dual ism is marfu with alif and mansuba majrur with yeah. Okay, let's go to jama. Al-jam'u. Oh, this is where it gets real complicated. So I'll say this in English so you understand me, and then we'll explain inshallah and slip some Arabic in between there. There are three categories of plural. There are three categories of plural. So plural by itself is not one form. There are three forms of plural. The first is what we call the uniform masculine plural. Jama'ul mudhakkar salim, or the sung. I translate salim as being uniform. Literally what it means is the sung, the normal, a salim, the safe, the safe one. And you'll see that you know it. Actually, you know this. The second group is Jama'ul mu'annath salim, the feminine plural that is sung or uniform. It's a pattern that you follow. And the third is jumu'u taksir. Jumu'u is the plural of jama'. Jama' mean plural and jumu'u is the plural of jama'. Plurals that are broken. And there are many, many categories. So I'll give you 21 patterns, but we wouldn't learn all of them because many of them are not used in Quran. And what I did in this book is that if I can't find examples in the Quran or if they don't exist, I don't even bother talking about them. Just as a quick reminder, the objective of this grammar class is that you learn Arabic grammar. I have about 30-something rules. If you learn these rules, then after we're done, we will apply this knowledge by doing what I call a tahleel lughawi lil Quran, a linguistic analysis of Quran. So we will take a verse and we will just grammatically deconstruct the verse and then reconstruct it step by step. So you see the linguistic structure of the sentence. So that's my objective. Hence, because of that objective, if you don't find examples in the Quran, I don't even bother talking about it. And I also only talked about the rules that are abundant, rules that are very rare. I didn't include them in the book. The reason why I didn't include them in the book, very simple, is when we come across them, we will deal with them. But it's very unlikely or very rarely that you will for many or some grammatical rules. Okay, so these are the three groups: Jumu' Taksir, the broken plurals that have about 21 patterns; Jam'ul Mu'annath Salim, the feminine plural that is on a pattern, a standard, normal, uniform pattern; and Jam'ul Mudhakkar Salim. Okay, let's take Jama' al Mudhakkar Salim and we'll do that. And I think we may stop, or should we stop here and continue plural later? It's been more than 2 hours. Guys? That's a yes. Stop.
Yes, we can stop here.
Okay, inshallah, we'll stop here and we will continue with plural later. Here, what I would like to say before we stop, any person who has missed any lesson and would like to catch up, you can go online to my YouTube channel and you'll find the first 7 lessons from lesson 8 to 16. They're absent. If you want, we can redo those classes. Whoever wants, I wouldn't mind doing it sometime with you, independent of this Sunday night class. Sunday night here, Eastern Standard Time. So we stop here, inshallah. وجزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.